Alright, listen up, because this news just dropped and it's huge. Miro has finally confirmed that Shidou's rework is officially happening. And I've got to say, after all the waiting, it's about time. You might be wondering what's so exciting about this, but trust me, I think we're about to say goodbye to Sae's beautiful shot as we know it. I know. Sae mains are probably losing their minds right now, but here's the kicker. It's not just a minor tweak. And also not like a rework on Sae's beautiful shot, but also a huge Shidou rework is also announced in the polls. So Sae's beautiful shot is being replaced by a full-on curve shot, and Shidou's full rework is almost here, and let me tell you, this change is going to make a huge impact on the game, and I'm personally pretty hyped for it. So here's the thing, for a while now, I've been talking about how Shidou and Sae really need their reworks. Sae's got his issues, and Shidou has definitely fallen behind in terms of meta. I was hoping for an official announcement on this, and guess what? Miro finally gave us a little hint. Just yesterday, Miro did a poll asking us what we want to see changed with Sae and Shidou. And of course, it was a huge deal. The answer? Not just a curveball for Sae, which I'll touch on briefly, not in so much detail because I already made a video for Sae rework and I don't want to repeat myself. But the confirmation that both of them are finally getting some love. Today's video will focus on Shidou and particularly Sae's new curve shot, so let's break this all down. But since you all came here for Sae's beautiful shot change, so let's talk about that firstly. We'll dive into everything we have been waiting for, but first, quick reminder. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below on which rework you're most excited about. It really helps the channel grow, and I'm getting closer to my goal of 50,000 subs by the end of fall. Your support means a lot. Now let's dive in. Let's get started with Sae though. Again, I don't want to focus too much on him because I already made a full video on his rework, but it's important to at least touch on what's coming for him. In the Miro poll, one of the top suggestions was for a change to his beautiful shot, and honestly, it's about time. We all saw it coming. So yes, Sae's beautiful shot is going to be replaced with a curve shot. It's not just about making his beautiful shot a bit better. No, it's about giving it a complete overhaul, making it more in line with what we're seeing in other Blue Lock-inspired games like Azure Latch or Goalbound. This is a big step for Sae players, myself included, and I'm so glad to see it happen. But that's not all. In the same poll, Miro also asked about Sae's awakening and whether it should get a new move. Well, guess what? Miro confirmed that we'll be getting a 3-step dribble move as part of his awakening. This would add so much more mobility to Sae, and I think it'll be a really welcome change. Additionally, I know many of you want to see changes to his meta vision and arm swipe as well. I've talked about this before, I honestly think arm swipe should be moved into his awakening and meta vision. Miro really needs to fix that thing because, let's be honest, it's a mess right now. It's tough to even see the ball half the time. And that's a problem when it's supposed to be a core mechanic. So, to sum it up, Sae's getting a curve shot, a new move in his awakening, and some much-needed tweaks to his meta vision and arm swipe. This is all part of the rework that Miro might be putting together, and as a Sae main, I couldn't be more excited. But now, let's talk about Shidou, the real star of today's video. I'm sure many of you have been eagerly awaiting a rework for Shidou, and I'm so glad that Miro is finally acknowledging that he needs one. Let's be real. Shidou has been stuck being a low-tier style for a while now, and it's safe to say he's fallen off in the current meta. For those of you who've been playing Shidou, you know that his moveset hasn't exactly kept up with the times. He's got only 3 moves, and while his Big Bang Drive is still iconic, the rest of his moves feel a little outdated. But guess what? This rework is going to breathe new life into Shidou, and I'm here for it. Now let's break it down. Miro's poll showed that players want to see Shidou's awakening get an update, but more importantly, there was a speculation for a new move. Idea for Demon Dash. This is a move that's going to completely change Shidou's mobility. Currently, Shidou lacks any real dashing ability, but imagine him using Demon Dash to zoom across the field with his wings out. Not only would this make him more mobile, but if he uses it to steal the ball from an opponent, he should stun them for a few seconds. Kind of ankle breaker moment. This would really play into Shidou's aggressive personality and make him feel more dynamic on the field. Next, let's talk about his dragon header. Right now, this move can only be used when Shidou has the ball, but I think we can do better than that. Imagine if he could use dragon header even when he doesn't have the ball. This would make it a lot more versatile and useful in different situations. And just to make it even better, let's add a little body block effect to it. If Shidou uses dragon header while an opponent is in front of him, he should push them back and get a bit of space. This would add a whole new layer to his gameplay and make him feel a lot more powerful. Now let's move to Shidou's awakening. I think it's time to give this animation a little more personality. How about a unique awakening scene that's different from other Blue Lock-inspired games? Imagine Shidou starting his awakening with a mask, and Sae comes up to him offering to trade his ego. This would give us a moment where Shidou feels like he's truly entering his awakening, a unique experience that we haven't seen before. Another cool idea could be having him start his awakening with his iconic Big Bang Drive, something that really feels like it's coming from the anime. Lastly, I want to suggest a couple of awakening moves for Shidou. Right now, Big Bang Drive is amazing, but we could use a couple more awakening moves to really elevate his gameplay. One idea I have is a penalty box shot. That would be a huge power shot in the awakening phase. This would give him a better option for closing in on goals. The second idea is a steal move that uses his Demon Dash to swipe the ball away from an opponent, adding a bit more aggression to his playstyle. Before I wrap up, let's take a look at what's coming in the next few updates, because trust me, there's a lot to get excited about. First off, don't expect these reworks, especially the ones for Shidou and Sae, to drop this week. We've got chemical reactions coming in this week's update, as confirmed in the official game menu. So yeah, while we're all buzzing about the reworks, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. But here's the thing. With Sae and Shidou both getting their reworks, there's a real possibility that we might also see chemical reactions getting an upgrade. Possibly with some new cutscenes. I'm personally really looking forward to these updates, especially as a Sae main myself. I've been waiting a long time for his curve shot change, and I think once we get those reworks in, I might just switch over to Shidou after his update. There's just something about that Big Bang Drive animation that has me hyped. So here's my updated prediction timeline. Mark your calendars. On August 2nd, US time, we'll likely get the much-anticipated chemical reactions update. After that, it's a good chance that the next update will feature a Yukumaya rework, which is something we've all been waiting for too. Following that, we could see either a QOL update, or maybe something more filler-like to give the devs a bit of a break before they drop the next big update. So, who knows? After that, I'm guessing we'll get Sae's rework, followed by Shidou's update. And after those, we could very well see Charles in action, maybe sometime in September. There's so much to look forward to in Blue Lock Rivals right now. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Soccer Zero ends up releasing around the same time too, which would be a crazy way to kick off the end of the summer and the start of fall. The excitement around both of these games is just through the roof, and I can't wait to dive into all of these updates and see where things go next. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about all of these reworks and potential updates? Which rework are you most excited for? Are you more hyped for Shidou's changes or Sae's? Or maybe you're just excited about the chemical reactions update? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts and discuss it with you all. And before I sign off, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Catch you all in the next video. Peace.